I'm Roy Hills. I'm one of the CREST assessors, and what I'm going to be going through with you is I'm going to be talking about an introduction to the exams, the basic preparation that candidates should do before the exams, and some common problems that people have with the exams. So within the exams, there's generally three types of element within the exams. So one is multiple choice. Some exams have multiple choice element. The second one is either a long form or scenario based element. And the third one is a practical based element where the candidate will use their own laptop to find an answer and answer the questions. First of all, they need to look at and read thoroughly all of the public material. So that's the CREST syllabus for the exam they're taking. Now the syllabus is going to tell them what areas will be examined, so that's a very important document. The second one is the notes for candidates for the exam they're taking. The notes for candidates will tell them about the logistics of the exam. It will tell them about the timing of the exam. It will tell them about the marks, how the marks are distributed. So that's very important for exam technique. So they can work out from that how many marks per minute they should be getting in each section and things like that. And finally, they should look at anything else that's linked from the CREST website if there's any other resources. Some of the common mistakes, one is timing. Timing's often a big problem for people. The exams are well known for being quite tight on time. So exam technique on timing is very important. So it's important that the candidate knows how many marks there are and how much time they should spend on it, and that they don't spend too much time focusing on one particular section at the expense of another. Another common mistake is if you're doing a multiple choice exam, make sure you answer all of the questions. Obviously, as with any multiple choice. In the CREST exams, there's no marks taken away for incorrect answers. So on a multiple choice, just make sure you answer all the questions. If it's a long form, make sure that you address your answer to the question. So the long form will tell you how many marks there are, and the question will give you generally an idea of what the examiner is looking for and what the marking scheme will be. So if, for example, it says, give me five things, and for each of those things, tell me 3 elements, then, and it's 15 marks, then try to make those 15 points to get your marks. If it's a practical, if you've got a practical component as part of your exam, then make sure your laptop is working. Don't be tempted to update it the night before. Make sure you know how to configure the laptop, so make sure you know how to configure the networking. Make sure you know how to use the tools on the laptop. Make sure they're working, make sure you're comfortable with them. Make sure you know how to interpret the output of the tools. Firstly, I'd say all the CREST exams are pure pass or fail. We don't grade the exam, so it's not like an A to E type thing. So bear that in mind when you're working out your exam technique, that what you're trying to do is to pass. It doesn't matter whether you get 1 mark over the pass mark or whether you get 100%. The other thing I'd say is if you've got open book components in your exam, then it's worth making your own notes. If it's in the practical, you can make those on a laptop, or you can print them out or whatever. Typically your own notes will be more focused to yourself, and they'll often be quicker to reference than looking up in a reference book or looking up on the internet. I guess the only other thing would be to say don't rely totally on scanners and frameworks. Sometimes manual tools are a little bit quicker, but use whatever's best, whatever works for you.